Good morning, praise God if you woke you up this morning, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you the art process of me establishing my boyfriend's portrait, Solitude, and also giving you a little background about how we started talking in the first place. The medium I'm using again is oil paint. I've already gessoed my canvas, and I guess I'll get into the story time. So, about 2 years ago, well, a little over 2 years ago, I got this random text message on Instagram, and I was like, who in the world is this? And like, I noticed like they kept texting me. It was kind of persistent, it was kind of creepy, but I just chalked it up to be one of those like weird fake profiles that like try to text you and like get money out of you or like want you to be like a sugar baby or something like that. So I didn't pay it any mind. But after I didn't respond, I was at work at the time. This person sent me a question mark, and I'm like, who is this person? And I was like, okay, like they're being a little rude, but let me see what they're talking about. So I decided to go ahead and answer the message, and from there it was just an exchange. I will say I was very, very standoffish. I really didn't much want to talk to anybody. Like, I was not looking for a relationship. I had just gotten out of one and was honestly just trying to make money and start saving up for school because at the time, this was before I was able to purchase my MacBook, and I was just trying to hustle my money together so I could be able to afford it because, like, I don't know if y'all know, but Apple products not cheap. No, scratch that. I know y'all know. Apple products not cheap. So I had to get it together. So like when he started texting me, it was just kind of bad timing. I remember I told him like to call me T, which is what I normally tell people that I don't really know like that. And like I looked back recently and looked at the messages and was like I was being mad weird. But aside from that, um he kept asking me to send him a picture of me. You guys, I could not. I was just like, why are you being so weird? Like, I don't want to send you a picture of myself. Like I'm not a catfish. Like, bro, like you see my pictures on my profile, but I guess you could never be too sure. So I made a deal with him, and I was like, okay, like I'll send you a picture of me, but like you gonna have to send me a picture of you first. And so he did, and I was like, okay, okay. He's like, all right, he a little handsome. Mm. That was my exact response. Mm. Yeah, but I sent him some pictures of me, and he was like, oh, well, I want to see pictures that are on your Instagram. And I was like, whoa, pause, hold up, wait a minute. Like, what are you talking about? What you talking about, big fella? But, yeah. The conversation ended up going really well from there. He complimented my art, and that's what really made me want to talk to him more. Because I mean, like, it's any guy can like compliment how you look and tell you that you're pretty and everything. That's what girls hear every day. But whenever you hear somebody comment about something that you post about and that you're passionate about, that's when it's like, ooh, like okay, you might be a little different. And so later that night, he ended up asking me like, "Hey, you want to hop on the call?" Like, cause this is via Instagram, so he wanted to get on a video call via Instagram. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do that because like at the time, like I'm very secretive about my relationships whenever I'm like first starting to talk to somebody. And so I didn't want like my family, specifically my mother, all in my business like that. Because it's like, then you gotta explain like who this person is, and then it's like, he's also like the oldest person that I've talked to. No offense, baby, I love you. But he is the oldest person that I talked to. So it was just a bunch of scary whenever it came to all of that. And like, we talked on the phone like literally all night, and I just got a really good vibe and like continued to talk to him since then. And yeah, it just was honestly a very interesting and colorful experience because I had so much going on. I lost my great grandmother during the time we started talking. I went through a little mini identity crisis. Um yeah, and so much happened, and like we didn't even get to see each other in person until we were like 8, 6, 8 months. No, 8 months I think, cuz it was in March. It was at my ring ceremony, and we had that like where he's from, like kind of like 2 hours from where he's from. And oh, side note, I was homeschooled, so just thought that'd be a fun fact. But anyway, getting back to the story, I went out there like that way, like 2 hours away from where he was, and I let him know, like, oh, well, I have a ring ceremony. This is my senior year. And he's like, oh, well, you might as well come popping on me, because, like, that's, like, right there. That's, like, right there. And so, like, I was letting my parents know, and, like, my mom, she didn't really want to go. Like, I don't think she really wanted me to talk to him in the first place, because she kind of, like, threw me under the bus whenever it came to, like, talking to my dad about the situation. Like, she kind of ratted me out, but I'm so thankful that my dad was honestly very supportive of me. Like, he has always supported me, like, regardless if he thought it was the best decision or not. And, like, without his support, I wouldn't feel as comfortable as I am with bringing my boyfriend around my family. So, yeah, my dad approves. But, yeah, like I was telling my parents, my mom said she didn't want to go, like I said, and my dad was like, okay, like, I'll drive. He said that's the only way that we were gonna go. So, like, instead of my boyfriend just getting to meet me, it was me, my two brothers, and my dad, and we were all in the car. And so, like, I had to text him, like, on the way there. Because, I mean, like, you know, like, whenever you first start talking to somebody, it's kind of, like, weird saying, like, I love you and, like, babe and everything, like, on the phone. And you're sitting there in the car with your dad, and, like, I'm a daddy's girl. So, like, my dad definitely knew for sure, like, he had to come. He had to let him know. But, like, him and my dad honestly kind of hit it off. Like, we all just really hit it off that night. And the rest has basically been history. So, yeah, that's the story time of how me and my boyfriend met. And this is me revealing the painting to him. During this whole little segment, I was like super nervous about his reaction because, like, he was not allowed to see this piece until the very end. So he was the last person to see it.
This
So, like,
idiot doesn't
here I
think I
am,
see
just
him behind
very excited and very
Come on here. I want you to see
anxious in a way to get him to see the piece. And
Okay.
drum roll, please.
Are you sure?
I've never seen you white.
I'm trying
Are
to
you
time it.
ready?
He's acting like he doesn't know where the sun
Are
is.
you ready?
Yes.
He kind of look a little caveman-y here, but I promise, like, college does it to you. Drum roll.
Okay, close your eye. Okay. Open them.
And
Oh wow. That looks.
his reaction was
That looks spot
so
on.
adorable. He was telling
That
me
looks
that
like
it looks
me.
just like
It's
him.
like a
And
miniature version of
honestly,
me.
that made all of the time and color changes
That
and
looks just like me. What
waiting
the?
for the painting to finish
I put
drying
much
and just
heart into
find
the
like
picture.
I can see. I like
solidifying,
the
I should say.
green.
I
I
don't know
like
too many art
this.
terms, but
It's
just
my
seeing his
favorite color.
reaction after
Thank
doing
you.
all of the hard work really made it worth it.
This is exactly like me.
So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Stay blessed and be blessed. Mwah.